The things that happen to people in a calamitous accident or incident like a car collision or premises liability case, slip and fall, it can happen to anybody. Our status of whether or not we have a place to live, if we happen to be living on the streets, it doesn't negate the enormity of what happens to you. There can be some unique challenges sometimes in terms of being able to get in contact with that person, which oftentimes we'll get them a cell phone so we have a means of contacting them. Just because somebody doesn't have a place to live doesn't mean they're not suffering with a real injury and the fallout from a real injury. And part of our job as attorneys and injury attorneys specifically is to assist people with getting the right type of treatment they require. If somebody, doesn't have a place to live, doesn't have a steady way to communicate, but for whatever reason, either through a family member or a friend, they were able to contact us, then it's incumbent upon us to make sure we do whatever we can to help that person, with their case, as long as they're also ready, willing, and able. Sometimes people kind of, fall off the radar or disappear or whatever. So, if you're willing to be invested in your case the same way we are, we can help pretty much anybody. Sometimes we can assist people with being able to find housing for the duration of their case. And then ultimately, hopefully we can get them, a good enough settlement that they can take that money to help them get back on their feet. So, somebody who doesn't have a place to live, who's unhoused, it can present, a bit of a challenge. But again, as long as they're willing to be invested in their case and communicate with us and get them into treatment, help them get to their appointments, etc., it's not that much different than anybody that we assist. Again, some of the main challenges might be communication, reliable transportation, which we can also assist with, getting somebody, a place to live or helping them with their housing in the interim.